Hi, another girl done discovered the computer. I've had this computer since 2018. I decided to get a laptop. I'm always slow on stuff. Never one to follow the crowd. My name is Twyla. I'm putting on some makeup. Anyways, I'm just talking. I got off my bike a minute ago. I'm about to get in this shower. I just want to say, though, how great exercise is. One thing you have to remember about exercise, working out, however you want to call it, working out, so when you're struggling with it and don't want to do it, just remember the outcome. That once you do it, you're going to feel so much better. So I want to say I've been through a lot. I was over 300 pounds back in 2004. Came from a normal weight, normal size, and I just gradually gained weight, never done anything about it. I'm just fooling with this hair. So I want to say something important. Please forgive any little silly thing I do. This will be my first post on YouTube. Hopefully not the last. Hopefully somebody will get something out of this. Now, so I was over 300 pounds, and I discovered I wasn't diabetic. I didn't have high blood pressure. So I decided, I said, why don't I try to do something? You know, when you've been blessed, you ought to try to build on it. So I was blessed, no problems here and there. Now let me see. Let me move this. Okay. So I tried to build on it. So I want to say really quick, I was doing good from 2005. I started working out because I lost a lot of weight and I looked fabulous. I got about 230 pounds. So I lost about 70 pounds. Listen, from 2004 October to March of 2005, I was like 230 pounds. I didn't realize how that was just fabulous. Excuse me. So, then I continued and I continued. Then by 2005, I heard about spinning. So I just I took a free class, 7-day. You know how the gyms give you like a 7-day. And I tried spinning. Within 1 week, I went from like a size, I think 18 to a 16 in a week. So I said, okay, this is good. I kept it up. And then 2005, I was doing great. 3 days a week, I would go after work. Then 2006, I became anemic. You know how you have issues. I have issues, female issues. So women, you know what I'm saying. I lost a lot of blood and I was anemic. Had to go to the hospital. They figured out what was wrong. Thank God, no cancer or anything. They did cancer and pre-cancer screening and nothing there. So they gave me a Depo-Provera shot and I went on with my life. And that's just something I had to go through. I prayed through it and I don't have that issue anymore without a hysterectomy. So now, 2007, I was working out. 2008, by 2006 and 7, I was so trim. And 2009, I was working out. And then 2011 hit. You know, I would stop here and there, maybe a month or two, but always got back on it. And did I show you my bike I bought last year? I bought this little bike last year. And that's my mom. I don't know how to do this stuff. And she would be proud. So in case I didn't do that earlier. So I bought this bike, one of the best purchases ever. And last year. So the 2011, I had an ankle injury. I was doing body pump. And then, I always try different things. You can't get set on one type of workout. You have to try stuff. So I was doing the body pump. Ooh, that really just shredded weight off of me. Inches. And so then I had got a little issue with my ankle. And then I went out of the country to London, and I decided to buy some new sneakers. I didn't want to take my old sneakers. I should have. But I bought some new. They wasn't broke in. And I'm walking all over, and it made it worse, my injury. So when I got home, I said, I got to stay off of this. And I probably took off almost a good year or less to let my ankle heal. So then, I'm trying to do this real quick. So then 2012 a little bit, 13 off and on, 14 off and on, 15 was a good year, 16 I started back. Then the election happened, threw me off. My blood pressure went up. Never had a blood pressure issue. The highest my blood pressure had ever been was 140. And then it went up to 190s. And I said, oh, I need to calm down. And I never even really checked my blood pressure, but I just, the machine was there in the store. I checked it. And I said, you better calm down. So it started going down, but it wasn't going down like I wanted it to, but it was going down. And then by then, 2016, I had gained like 30 pounds. I don't know how that happened. Well, I know how it happened. Not working out, eating what you don't need to eat. So 2017 rolls around, but like I said, the election happened, then 2017 rolls around. I ended up getting audited. That was stress. So, but I didn't even want to deal with that. It was the first time I didn't want to deal with it. So I had to deal with it. And we went to the restaurant in Newport Beach. They have these big tables. It's an upscale restaurant, but you feel very comfortable there. And I knew I had a big table to do all this work, and I took all my supplies, papers, staples, markers, folders, getting this stuff together. Then we left. Beautiful outside. The glory of God, just saw it in the mountains, and I took a picture. We went to the car, drove home. On the way home, there was an accident on the freeway on the 10, California 10. Accident on the freeway. And I did not know until I got home about 11:45. Got a call from my sister-in-law that my brother was fighting for his life. So how do you take that? And then trying to do this fast. So so I had to call everybody because she called me first. He had cousins, my niece, all these people live right by him. She didn't call nobody. She called me. I live almost 90 miles away. And she called me. All right, so then I dealt with that. I had to call everybody. Then I went to deal with that. He died. So she called back saying that he had died. And what my question and problem with her is why you wait till he was like that to call? You should have called. He had other family. Yeah, you were upset and stressed, but you could have called. Why would you? I just, like I said, to this day, that bothers me. God has saved my brother's life so many times. My mother used to say he had 9 lives, but nobody has 9 lives. So, excuse me. So that really upset me. And then she didn't put him away the way he had wanted to be, like near my mom, in the same area, place, in a mausoleum. That's what he wanted. I talked to him that Friday and that Saturday. Friday for hours, where he even mentioned that he wanted to get a policy and put my name as the beneficiary, because he said I would do him right. And I said, well, your wife will do you right. And he just didn't say nothing. And then I talked to him briefly that Saturday. He was in the store with his wife, and he got off the phone because he got another call, and then he didn't call me back. And that Wednesday he was So thank God I decided to go to the hospital, and I saw him there. He was still warm. So that threw me for a loop. So what I'm saying is, yeah, sudden death is good for nobody. I've heard people say they want to go all of a sudden. That's just bad for those who are being left behind. Even when my mother died, it wasn't that hard because I was with her all the time. I knew what she was going through. And I even wanted to make sure I was checking to try to get some type of life insurance for her. Now see how people have all this stuff in videos. Get rid of that. So life insurance for her. But it just didn't hit me like that hit me. To this day, I haven't spoken to my sister-in-law. I don't hate her, but I feel like a person who left an insurance policy, it's not up to, so if a person wants to be buried a certain way and leave that instruction, you don't deviate from that. Give them what they requested. That's like the last thing. And he had a policy for that. Well, anyway, so I started swimming, and I can't tell you how much that helped me in dealing with that. I started to swim, and that helped. So I guess I should name this grief and working out. So I stopped swimming though because it was an infestation and outside, and something about these bugs came down from the mountains. They would get in the pool. I couldn't take all them bugs flying around. I don't like bugs. So anyways, I'm back here. This is 2018. Thank God I said I'm going to start. I bought this bike, and I thank the Lord I did. It was like, and it's not the best bike, but it works. 400 from Finger Hut. It's paid off, and I'm back on it. I've been on it January, February, it's March. I've been on it at least, this is the 6th time, and it's the 10th of March. So thanks for listening, whoever you are. I really appreciate you listening to me, and this is my first YouTube video, so hopefully I'll have improved. I bought this t-shirt years ago, and it used to be what's the word, loose, but I really love this t-shirt because biking is just me. And so I'm just going to try to just, so those of you who believe in prayer, please pray for me. Thank you. God bless.